Hey, Connor, your group hasn't had a lot of these nights this year, but obviously it happened tonight. Why do you think it did? Can you put your finger on it? I know it just ended, but what are your thoughts?
Uh, yeah, I mean it's frustrating. I mean, I think we've had a good stretch. We played good hockey for a long time now. Kind of a, a, a one-off here.
Bit of an odd week and a half, I guess, for you guys. You were supposed to play all these games. It was supposed to be this crazy piece of scheduling, and it ended up not being. Overall, how do you think your team adjusted and dealt with the scheduling adversity that got thrown at you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not an ideal situation here. I mean, this has been one of the longest road trips I think I've ever been on, and it's we played 3 games, so lots of sitting around doing nothing. But I think overall I liked our 2 games in Toronto and didn't like our one here tonight. So I guess you asked how we responded. I would say not bad, average. I would say.
Rob Kuchkowski, Post Media.
Hi, Connor. A lot was made of Montreal sort of having to sit around and wait for a week or so. But I mean, you guys are playing back to back. You're 3rd and 4. Maybe a bit of an emotional letdown after Toronto. Did that factor into a little bit of why things were maybe flat tonight?
Yeah, you never want to make excuses for yourself or your group. So I would say it's our jobs as professionals and as a team that wants to be successful each and every night. I think we can't hang our hat on that. With that being said, I mean, we were in that situation, in Toronto where you're sitting off for a week and, it's either you feel great or you feel like crap. So, they obviously felt pretty good out there tonight.
And you made mention of it earlier. This trip, three games in 10 days. You got to double back to Montreal. It's just one of the weirder ones you're ever going to find. Just how good is it going to be for you guys to get back home finally and settle into some hopefully normalcy?
Well, I think we're home for like 4 days or 5 days, and then we're right back here. So, pretty frustrating. But, ultimately they had a COVID case and they got shut down. So what can we do? There's nothing we can do. All we can do is adjust and make sure we're ready.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
So let us in a little bit. Like everybody in the hockey world, Connor, was saying, there's no way they'll have their legs. They didn't play for a week. They had 1 practice, and they had great legs tonight. You were just saying, like, it goes 1 or 2 ways. Either you feel good or you feel bad. Is there any way to figure out, what's going to happen or why it happens?
I mean, if I could answer that question, I mean, I'd be a billionaire. I think if you could figure out a way how you're going to feel each and every night, especially coming after a break, I think that's an answer I think everyone's searching for. So you never really know how you're going to feel. Obviously they had lots of jump. They were excited. They had lots to play for. I think it's just one of those things.
So, grand scheme of things, you lose this game. It wasn't pretty. What happens now? You move on, and you got a big schedule ahead. Does this leave much of a dent?
Well, I'm not sure what we can do. I mean, we could sit around and pout about it for a while, or we can just get on with it. I think ultimately, we're not happy with how this happened. We've already talked about how we're back here in 5 days, so we'll get another crack at them.
JF Chamal, Journal de Montreal.
Hi, Connor. You're a pretty emotional player. I guess the emotion were pretty high when that play against Kotkaniemi and your goal was disallowed in the second period. How can you describe your feeling during that game?
I didn't think anything of it. It's just a normal night.